Hey there, senior leader, and welcome to the Talent Sherpa podcast, where senior leaders come to rethink how human capital really works. I'm your host, Jackson Lynch, and today we're going to be digging into a topic that has some leaders excited, some leaders terrified, and a few leaders pretending that they understand while secretly Googling terms under the table. Today, we are going to talk about why AI is the new leadership audit. Not because AI replaces people, it might, but it's certainly going to replace excuses. It's going to replace fog. It's going to replace the comfortable hiding spots where weak leadership has thrived for decades. AI is about ready to expose those who understand the system and who hide behind the process. And here's the twist. AI is not going to expose poor performers first. It's going to expose poor leaders. So this is one of those conversations where your coffee's either going to get hotter or your stomach's going to drop. But either way, stay with me. But before we get going, a quick favor to ask. If you are enjoying the show, please hit like and subscribe. Share it with a leader who needs a reset or a nudge or a gentle reality check that does not come wrapped in corporate frosting. And if you are a first-time or an emerging CHRO, we have built tools for you to help you speak the language of business, earn credibility early, and avoid the traps that take leaders out. You can find that on my website at mytalentsherpa.com. And you can also find my webinar on talent density through the SHRM website. It's coming up on Wednesday, and I invite you to join us. You'll find a link to the show in the show notes. Today's episode is also brought to you by Dripify. If you want to actually scale relationships instead of blasting noise into the world, Dripify is your tool. You can find the link in the show notes at try.dripify.com/talentsherpa. All right, let's get into it. Right now, most leadership teams are talking about AI like they're talking about a fitness program. They're excited about the idea. They say that they're working on it. They like to say that at least. And almost none of them are actually doing the work. Okay, that's not true. But most companies are pretending that they are ready for AI while quietly hoping it will not require them to change how they lead. And the truth is, it will. AI forces a level of transparency that most leaders have never experienced. It turns the lights on. It makes work observable. It shows friction in the system. It shows where instructions are unclear, where metrics are fuzzy, and where the operating rhythm is an absolute mess. Now, let me give you the classic example every CHRO knows. You roll out a performance management process. The leaders beg for something more simple, something lighter, something that gets results. So you build it and you give it to them. And then they don't use it. They say they're too busy. They blame HR. They claim the system is the problem. AI strips all of that away because it cannot run on vague. It cannot generate quality unless leaders provide clarity. AI requires well-defined roles, clear outcomes, crisp decision rights. And when those things are missing, AI is not going to struggle. The leader will struggle, and so will the team. And here's the part that most leaders are not ready to hear. AI is not exposing performers at the bottom. AI is exposing leaders at the top, the ones who cannot set context, the ones who delegate confusion, the ones who rely on heroic effort instead of systematic work. If AI is the engine, leadership is the operating system, and a whole lot of operating systems are outdated and need to be updated. Okay, here's the trap that most leaders fall into. They treat AI as a tool rather than a test. They think of the challenge as adopting new technology, but that's not it. The challenge is admitting where your leadership model is still shaped like 1998. Let me call out 3 faulty assumptions that quietly killed credibility. Assumption 1, my team will figure it out. That's the corporate version of thoughts and prayers. AI requires direction. It does not magically turn chaos into clarity. If you give a machine unclear inputs, you will get a very fast, very confident mess. Assumption number 2, AI is a way to automate the stuff that we do every day. That's not transformation, that's optimization. It's not wrong, it's good, but it's not enough. The real advantage comes from redefining the work, not from making old work slightly faster. Assumption 3 is it's an HR and IT problem. Nope, it's a leadership problem. HR and IT can build the systems. Leaders have to run it. Leaders have to be able to provide the clarity that makes the system useful. Leaders have to model the behaviors that make adoption stick. So here's the tough truth. Many leaders, maybe even most, have built their careers on institutional knowledge, personal networks, and the ability to navigate complexity through sheer willpower. That's impressive, but AI doesn't reward that. AI rewards clarity, consistency, and competence. It rewards leaders who understand the system, not leaders who survive by personality. So if you want the real unlock, stop thinking about AI as a technology initiative and start thinking about it as a leadership audit that you didn't schedule. AI is going to surface three things immediately. One, the quality of your decisions. Two, the clarity of your operating model. And three, the strength of your talent philosophy. If leaders can't define what success looks like, AI is not going to help get them there. If your processes are full of caveats, exceptions, and institutional folklore, AI is not going to clean that up. And if your strategy changes every quarter without a clear through line, AI will expose that drift faster than any engagement survey ever could. Here is the new mental model. Leaders do not use AI, leaders train AI. And AI trains the organization. Bad inputs produce bad outputs. Good inputs produce scalable excellence. AI doesn't replace leadership, it amplifies it. Whatever you are as a leader, AI makes it louder. If you are clear, it makes you scalable. If you are vague, it makes you obsolete. And that's why I tell CEOs and CHROs the same thing. AI doesn't care about your title, it cares about your clarity. All right, so let's get tactical. You can do these 5 things this week, and they will materially move your company forward. Play number 1. You got to define the real outcomes of each key role, not the job description. Those are obsolete. The outcomes. What must this role produce? Business impact does it drive? Because AI cannot reason through ambiguity. If you want to use AI well, start with outcome clarity. Play number 2, create a single source of truth. Company has 3 different versions of the operating model floating around. Each department has their own. AI is going to pick the wrong one every single time. Build one clear, clean, reliable system. Even a rough one is better than ambiguity spread across 6 different departments. Play number 3, you got to build the AI human chain. This is your new workflow. Humans set the context, AI accelerates the work. Humans validate, AI documents and standardizes. Humans improve the system. This chain is the new backbone of modern work. Play number 4, you got to measure throughput and write first time. AI lets you track cycle time, friction points, and where leaders slow work down. These metrics will reveal leadership quality faster than any 360. If your VP creates 7 new rounds of approval, AI is going to show it. If your director can't give clear instructions, AI is going to show it. You got to treat these metrics as leadership coaching data. And then play 5, you got to train leaders in clarity. This is a big one. It's what I do with every new company I interact with. You got to train them on clarity. Most leaders were never trained to give crisp, sequenced direction. They weren't able to define roles in terms of critical outcomes, 5 to 7 of them. You can run a 1-hour clarity workshop, walk leaders through how to give context, how to give constraints, and how to set the outcomes. AI will reward clear leaders, so you got to train them accordingly. And if you're still listening and your coffee has not gone cold, congratulations. You are ahead of at least half the executive teams I've coached. So let's shift gears and see if we can land this plane. Here are the big 4 takeaways. Number 1, AI doesn't expose performers first, it exposes leaders. Audit mindset on. Number 2, clarity is the new executive currency. If you can't define success, you can't scale it. Number 3, AI rewards systems, not heroics. So leaders who rely on effort will lose to leaders who rely on design. And number 4, the CHRO is the AI accelerator. You control role clarity, performance philosophy, and the operating model. You shape the engine. Make sure you take advantage of that role. So thank you for hanging out with me a little bit today. I really appreciate you more than you even know. And a shout out this week to my friend and listener, Dave Foley. He's the founder at Vendy. Dave is building one of the smartest systems for modern skill intelligence, and he's pushing the space in the right direction. If you don't know Vendy, trust me, you will. And if you want to know where to start, please begin by designing role clarity alongside with an AI partner. That's where getpropulsion.ai comes in. And if you're a first-time CHRO or you want to become one, I'd love to work with you. We build tools to help you make an impact from day one. You can find everything at mytalentsherpa.com and my Substack at talentsherpa.substack.com. And of course, thanks to Dripify, which you can find at try.dripify.com/talentsherpa. And that's it for now. Until next time, raise the bar, accelerate AI clarity, and keep on climbing.